Hello everyone, welcome back. Gonna go ahead and get this replay started. Head of state now mining out of this, still mining out of here, not really fully saturating in this in particular nexus yet, as there's no way to really reinforce it. Drones finally coming in a single file line will be able to saturate this mineral line. Harvester count, head of state sitting at 55 compared to Jeromeoh's 38. But that is going to be a very, very deceptive difference, as these drones that are currently mining over here are not going to be able to mine nearly as quickly. Or there's only 4 mineral patches left over here, so these 4 mineral patches, even though there are 22 probes trying to mine out of this particular mineral patch, we would not be mining that effectively. More probes being put down over here. Head of state getting another expansion set up on the top left. An island expansion, dropping down some pylons, most likely also wanting to get some cannons up just in case there are any additional mutalisks. However, the natural expansion over here as well is pretty much mined out, so we'll see what's going to be happening. So going to be mining out of 2 full bases here and here for Jeromeoh, while head of state is mining out of essentially 1, 2, 3. Wow, I did not notice this, but the island expansions do not have 7 or 8 mineral patches. The island expansions only have 7. Is that? Yeah, the island expansions only have 7. So the island expansions, even though they're a little bit easier to defend, do not contain as many minerals. That's probably some. I definitely didn't know that coming into this matchup. So perhaps head of state doesn't know that as well, and that is why head of state is so far behind in terms of mining. He's going to be mining out of 14 mineral patches compared to the 16 that Jeromeoh is mining out from. Observer overhead, still trying to do a little bit of scouting. Army sizes, both of them going to be hitting critical mass fairly soon, but Jeromeoh with the larger army, the more expensive army, sitting at 7825 versus head of state's 4125. Large number of Colossus now sitting over here. That Overlord gonna get taken down by that photon cannon. And now a sentry trying to offer in a little bit of a hand, but not able to take that out. So that Overlord still offering plenty of sight to this front door. Actually, no, I guess not that much sight. Unable to see anything that's really being pushed through over there. Cannons now being dropped down. So head of state, worrying about any possible Mutalist harass, drops down a large number of cannons. 5 cannons in order to try to hold this expansion. Jeromeoh, I believe, does in fact see that there is an expansion over here to this North Island location, but may not be concerned about it. Roaches, Infestor. We now have an Infestor join in on the army party, joining the mix. We have 4 Queens, 4 Infestors, a couple Roaches, a couple Hydralisks, and yet no Zerglings. Dark Templar is still going to be able to take down one of those Roaches. Roach trying to run back away down to 13 hit points. Roach does in fact have 2-1 upgrades. Templar has level 2-1 upgrades as well. So that Dark Templar doing 55 damage a swipe. Very, very impressive damage, or very terrible, terrible damage from that Dark Templar. Someone said I need to say that every single replay, just in honor of Browder. Coming back over here, we have Nexus still up and running. Dark Shrine, obviously, and High Templar Archives now researching that Psy Storm and the ability to start off with additional 25 energy. So High Templar is being warped in immediately, will be able to cast a Psy Storm. Coming back over here, Hydralisk still waiting around. Just for some reason, still not expanding that creep. I would have expected Jeromeoh to spread creep essentially all across the map and just choke out the rest of head of state at this stage in the game. Dark Templar is sitting over here as well, and now Zealots and Colossus on the move. We are now going to have our engagement. Those Colossus are upgraded 3-0, so dealing 26 damage or 52 damage per swipe, as more Zealots once again joining in on this fight. An Infestor, and my screen tore for just a moment, an Infestor taking a brute of that damage for just 1 moment, and we'll see how that's really going to work. For some reason, is that a little bit of a glitch, not spawning any creep even though that Overlord is in fact over land. Probes once again on the move, wanting to get over into this position, gonna be protected fairly well, as there's a single Dark Templar, and now pylons being warped in as well. Those pylons are now being warped in more essentially for additional warp in place. Zealots coming in, and head of state has to realize that those are not the Zealots. Those are not friendly Zealots. Come on. Ooh, nice. Using that fungal growth in order to immobilize all of those units taking damage for a short amount of time. This cannon's now being worked in, and Roaches now coming in. This is going to be a very, very difficult fight for Jeromeoh, as Jeromeoh, oh, now Psystorm's coming in. So much damage being dealt. Colossus up, standing tall, just trying to push through. But those Roaches and those Hydralisks able to push back even further. Zealots once again being warped back in. High Templar needs to be worked in as well. Those Colossus pulling back, trying to continue this fight even further. Roaches coming in single file as those Colossus continuing to deal as much damage as they can. Need to take down the rest of this army, but this is going to be too much. Taking a look at the army sizes, 81 to 104, and Jeromeoh sitting on 4,000 mineral army. Still needs more High Templars. For some reason did not warp in High Templars, and all of these gateways are not warp gates, and that's a definite mistake by Head of State. Those additional High Templars would have played a very significant role in combat. And that one Mutalisk able to just continue to deal a fair amount of damage, trying to take down that one Colossus. That Colossus unable to attack back. Dark Templars coming out to start swiping, finishing off the rest of these units. And in comes an Overseer, so Overseer finally offering some detection, but Head of State is in definite trouble. Will not be able to continue to play or win this particular matchup. Head of State not even mining. Taking a look at the income, well, still mining off of those 2 island locations. Excuse me, forgot about those for just a moment. But army-wise, still Jeromeoh now finally able to warp in more units, trying to get some Stalkers as well. Stalkers able to take down that last Mutalisk, and now those Roaches really want to come in, and perhaps are they going to get some more Psystorm? Sentries now coming in, so Sentries, are we going to get a Guardian Shield? No Guardian Shields. Hydralisks continuing to focus down more units. Dark Templars now able to slice at will, as there is no Overseer. Overlord's getting taken down. Down goes one Overlord, another Overlord going to get taken down. And how was Overseer overhead there, and gonna get taken down as well. So no more changelings for Head of State. So Head of State able to suffering heavy casualties in that particular fight, but able to hold off this game just a little while longer. Roaches, however, are sitting in position, and we'll see what these Dark Templars are going to in fact try to do. Are these Dark Templars going to come down here and perhaps disrupt the mining? Jeromeoh does still have a single Overseer, and that Overseer means that Dark Templar will die a needless death. Coming back over here, however, Jeromeoh quickly turning that into an Overseer. Needs to take down some of these drones as quickly as possible. These Dark Templars coming in, swiping down, trying to take these units. Spinecrawler now going to get taken down as well, and taken down very quickly as these Warp Blades dealing 60 damage a swipe. Coming back over here, Roaches fighting back against those Stalkers. Single Dark Templar, 2 Dark Templars trying to offer as much assistance as they can. More Dark Templars warping in as well. High Templars could have been able to start casting some Psystorm as well. Zealots coming in with that charge. Stalkers forcing these units to once again pull back, and these Roaches still just constantly pressuring that front door. Probes now trying to mine out of this high yield mineral camp, and the natural expansion here at this high yield mineral location has been mined out. Taking a look, we still have 7 mineral patches here, down to very low mineral patches over here for both island, or one of the island locations. 4 Dark Templars once again on the move. No shield upgrades, however, and that may be the whole entire reason why these units are able to regenerate so much more quickly. Infestors now no longer on that creep, moving much more slowly, trying to take down these Dark Templars. Dark Templars now trying to head up that ramp, able to quickly take down a single Roach. Overseer overhead, able to just constantly watch that Dark Templar. Queen should get taken down fairly easily. No, going after drones instead, trying to deal as much damage economically. Down to 27 Harvesters for Jeromeoh. Head of State still at 50, so only mining 500 minerals a minute. So Jeromeoh definitely behind in the economic game. The only thing that he has at this stage is still the larger army. If there was further creep all around the map, he'd be able to deploy much more quickly. Immortals and Stalkers once again on the move, trying to take down more of these units. Hydralisk going to be coming back up and then pushing back away, and really just trying to hold on to this one expansion. This one expansion is really giving him a little bit of or going to be able to continue to give him that lead, and once again try to come back into this game. Sentry now being warped in, and Hydralisk and Roaches once again joining in, and an Immortal getting Neural Parasite, and now secondary Immortal getting Neural Parasite, and that is going to be GG, as those 2 Immortals swinging the tide of that one battle so much, as those Hydralisks now once again going to start focusing down on that. So yeah, very good use of that Neural Parasite in order to steal that Immortal, and that Immortal essentially turned on his units, and that gave a very, very significant swing in terms of the army sizes. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and I will be casting Game 3 tomorrow because I do not have any time today.